If you've ever wondered what an incel would look like if he had access to fame, generational wealth, and women, Mizkif is what you would get. So take a look. Study on incel behavior. A lot of things seem to line up with our friend Mizkif. Key findings include a substantial prevalence of mental health concern.
I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare.
Suicidal thoughts.
And he's messaging me, I'm gonna kill myself. Basically, he was upset because I had higher viewership than him.
You hear it? You see her trying to keep it together.
Alright, chat. I'll see you guys later. Probably tonight, if not tomorrow.
What does unofficial Mizraid mean?
Basically, Mizkif ended his stream because he had lower viewership, and his chatters joined Emiru's stream, while he was messaging her that he wanted to zap him.
Restroom real quick. I'm stuck in here. But alright, yeah, I'm gonna log out.
The study identified 2 distinct pathways leading to harmful attitudes and beliefs among incels: poor self-esteem.
The person that I was during that relationship, and I would say the Mizkif in Austin, Texas, is fucking disgusting. I hated myself. I hated this person that just sat there all day, stressed and angry and mad at the fucking world. I hated being this upset person.
Psychopathy, narcissism, and Machiavellianism. Incels display high levels of anger in their communications, often stemming from deep-seated resentment towards women.
No, I'm not talking to him today.
Well, nobody asked you to, so.
I'm not doing him.
Okay.
Look at her face. She's so uninterested.
She said no.
Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past 2 days.
Oh my god.
Skip, that was
Throw
not
it back.
funny.
Throw it
Yeah,
back.
There better be. Oh my god, I would beat the shit out of him.
Anyone familiar with abusive behavior knows that people, but especially men, who express their anger through breaking things and smashing things and punching holes in through things, these people are likely to be abusive currently, or they will be abusive in the future. Now, the fact that he openly admits to doing this means that, at the bare minimum, he was probably doing worse.
He would pound my ceiling in my glove box.
Ooh,
He would
that's
scream
scary.
and hit the ceiling and hit the glove box and just scream profanity.
Now, with all of those things said, imagine the resentment and anger and the behaviors that would come from a man in a relationship with a woman who is being more successful than he is. So all of his behaviors, all of the things he's said, they all point to him being a scumbag. We also have a little bit of science that we can compare to his personality. Seems to match up. You be the judge. Is Mizkif an incel?
Me was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Wait, so she... No, I gotta be getting trolled. Wait, I'm not even kidding. Is this a joke? There's she threw a plushie at him. That's fucking... What the fuck is he even talking about?
He would throw bottles, plastic bottles with liquid in it, not glass bottles, at me. Me telling him I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruise very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident.
So basically he was gaslighting his abuse victim, making her think that all of the physical damage she was incurring was simply an accident.
She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat.
Oh, damn, hold on.
Right here. Look at me.
Well, we can't look at wait.
I would throw my phone on the bed. I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped.
I'm calling bullshit. Either he didn't do this and he was just exclusively being abusive, or he did do this, but he was pretending it wasn't serious. Weasels like this like to plan nefarious acts, but hide them behind something that they deem inconsequential. So, if he's not walking into the room and intentionally throwing his phone at her face, he's walking into the room with a plan to toss his phone on the bed, casually, in the exact place where her face is. It was just an accident.
We stayed around longer. I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of remote only mode. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door. I said, whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend.
This is not normal behavior. Any normal man who is sane is not going to break down and cry and fall into a depression simply because he saw his ex-girlfriend. Every time this guy opens his mouth, it makes me lose more respect for him and also makes everything he says less believable in terms of what he's using as a defense.
I still am, but I very much was someone that was massively obsessed with streaming and viewership. And when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know, I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting and it has ruined my fucking life. It is something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true if you watch my old stream. I've always been this way. I've been very envious of other people.
Guys, that's 80% of anybody that streams it.
It's a problem.
And 95%
While XQC is correct on his analysis, the difference here is that we are talking about somebody who is living with a partner, who apparently sees them living the rest of their life with that person. You can be jealous of that person for doing better, even if you love them. But, I mean, well, that is a red flag. You should be proud of the people you're with. But even if there is some internalized jealousy there, he didn't just have jealousy. It was violent, angry outbursts that at the very least, he destroyed his environment because of. And at the very worst, he abused his partner over it. This isn't something you can just write off as, oh, the top 1% want to succeed. There are so many people that are way more successful than this guy in far more competitive environments, in elite professions, from business to sports, military, who don't go around abusing their partner. This is an incel who ended up with fame, who ended up with money, and ended up with a girlfriend, magically. He is not built for success. So the overall vibe I get from this guy is that I don't think he can be trusted. I think he's going to do everything he can to self-preserve his image, his viewership, and his success, even at the cost of his morality. I think that's the kind of person he is. I could be wrong. He says he has things to leak, maybe update our information on things. I don't think he does. I think the time to do it would have been directly in response to Emiru. So yeah, I don't trust this guy. To me, it appears like he's an abuser. All right, bros, that's it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps me out. Thanks.